you're here. Running a veterinary practice takes more than great medicine. It takes leadership, problem solving, and the ability to juggle 100 moving parts. But when it comes to the money side of things, that's where it can get stressful fast. If that's you right now, you're exactly where you need to be, and I promise you're not the only one. I'm Cassie Sykes, enrolled agent and founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax. Every week I go live to help practice owners make sense of the numbers that drive their business without drowning you in financial jargon or endless spreadsheets. Why do I share these strategies for free? Because financially strong veterinary clinics don't just benefit you, they lift up your whole team and, most importantly, the animals in your care. Honestly, these sessions are as valuable for me as they are for you. They keep me connected to this incredible community of veterinarians and practice owners and remind me we're all figuring this out together. Each week, I bring you practical, proven tips to improve cash flow, boost profitability, and help you make decisions with confidence. If you know another vet who could find value in this, tag them or share this live. And even if you're catching the replay, drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'll read them and respond. All right, let's go through. If you're not new here, you know that I have a hard time every week getting my share to work right. There it goes. Got it. All right. So in case you're new, my name's Cassie Sykes. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax. For more than 2 decades, I've helped business owners and individuals move past financial confusion, make sense of their numbers, and approach taxes with confidence instead of stress. As an enrolled agent, I'm federally licensed by the U.S. Department of the Treasury, which means I can represent taxpayers in all 50 states. Whether it's a simple return, a complex audit, or an in-depth planning session, my job is to break down the complicated, clean up the messy, and give clients the tools to build a solid financial foundation. I live in East Texas with my husband and our 2 teenagers, and let me tell you, IRS rules are predictable compared to teen moods and schedules. Still, I found that clarity, consistency, and a little humor make even the most complicated situations easier to handle. With that in mind, let's get into today's topic. It's an important one, and you're going to want to stay with me until the end. Most practices underestimate just how much cash is tied up in inventory. If you've ever looked at your shelves and seen boxes and bottles sitting there for months or worse, expired, then you know what I'm talking about. Today, I'm sharing the top 5 inventory tips that will help you maximize profit and minimize waste. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll give you a quick inventory calculator you can use today to see how much cash is currently sitting on your shelves. Inventory management is one of the top 3, or inventory is one of the top 3 expenses for most veterinary practices, right after payroll and rent. It's also one of the most controllable. Every extra vial, every slow-moving box, and every product you have to discount or throw away is money out of your pocket. Poor inventory control directly impacts your cost of goods sold, or COGS. And when COGS creeps up, your profit margins shrink. The goal isn't to cut to the bone and risk running out of essentials. The goal is to keep the right products in the right quantities, moving at the right speed, so your cash is working for you, not sitting in a cabinet. Yep. One of the biggest mistakes I see is stocking too many types just because we've always carried it or someone might ask for it. That leads to scattered dollars, slow turns, and shelves full of product that gather dust. You need to start by categorizing your inventory into 3 groups. High velocity essentials are your bread and butter items, things like core vaccines, popular preventatives, top used pain medications, syringes, products that turn over quickly and consistently. These deserve prime space and the biggest share of your budget. Mid-velocity items are predictable but slower. They might be specialty diets, less common antibiotics, or certain supplements. These need controlled quantities and should be ordered in measured amounts. Low velocity items are the ones that drag you down. Odd sizes, niche products ordered for a single patient, or items you keep just in case but rarely use. These are tying up your cash for little to no return. Reduce these whenever possible. Standardize brands where patient care won't be affected and consolidate sizes. When you make these changes, you'll notice two things. You'll free up shelf space and you reduce the amount of cash you have locked into inventory. And the best part is most clients will accept your recommendation for an in-stock product when your team confidently explains why it's the right choice. Over ordering is your next tip. It's often driven by guesswork or fear of running out. The cure is simple math. Look at your average weekly usage for a product, multiply it by the lead time for your vendor, and then add a small buffer if you're entering a busy season. For example, if you use 20 boxes of a preventative each week and your vendor takes a week to deliver, your reorder point is 20 plus a buffer, maybe 10 more during a peak season. You reorder when you hit that number, not when the shelves look low. Slow movers should have little to no buffer and should be ordered in the smallest increments possible. You need to post these reorder points at the shelf or in your practice software so that ordering is consistent no matter who's doing it. This eliminates hunches, sticky notes, and the "I thought we were out" mistakes that leads to bloated shelves. Even a small reduction in over ordering adds up. If you typically over order by $1,000 a month and 20% expires or gets discounted, that's $2,400 a year gone with nothing to show for it. Reorder points stop that bleeding. Your next tip is to implement a weekly cycle count. Quarterly physical counts are great, but they're not enough to prevent waste. A weekly cycle count, quick 15-minute review of one section keeps you in control. Here's how it works. Pick one area each week, like preventatives, injectables, diets, or surgical supplies, and check three things. What's on the shelf versus what's in your system, any products nearing expiration, and any damaged or open products that can't be sold. Short dated products should be moved to the front and dispensed first. And if you find recurring discrepancies, you've uncovered a process problem. Maybe missed charges or wrong units being entered. Fixing those issues boosts profit immediately because you stop giving away product unintentionally. This small but consistent habit not only reduces waste, but also keeps your team aware and accountable for inventory health. Your next tip is to price by margin, not by multiplier. So many clinics price everything with a flat markup, but that leaves money on the table in some areas and makes you uncompetitive in others. Instead, you should set a target gross margin by category and work backwards from your cost to find the selling price. High-value preventatives can usually support a stronger margin because clients value the convenience and trust your recommendation. Commodity products might need a leaner margin, but you can protect profitability by pairing them with a dispensing fee or bundling with services. The critical part is to monitor margins regularly. So if vendor costs rise and you don't adjust your price, you're quietly losing money. So once a month, check your top 10 products. If the margin is below target, adjust it immediately. For example, if your cost is 40 and your target margin is 55%, your selling price should be $88.90. If you're charging $79 because that's what we've always done, you're losing almost $10 per unit. Multiply that by hundreds of sales a year and you'll see why margin management matters. The next tip is to make your vendors work for you. So vendors should be partners in your profitability, not just order takers. So negotiate better terms for your top categories if you can, but be selective with auto ship. Reserve it for products you know you'll sell consistently. Beware of deals that require you to buy more than you can realistically use before expiration. Just because it's on sale doesn't mean you should order it. Smaller case sizes might have a slightly higher unit cost, but they protect your cash and reduce waste. So always know your return windows for unopened products and set reminders so you never miss a credit opportunity. If a rep offers free goods for buying 3 months worth of a slow mover, remember, free goods aren't free if they tie up your cash and expire before you sell them. Pair vendor management with your reorder points, and you'll keep your shelves lean and your cash flow healthy. I'm going to do a quick live mini audit. So grab a piece of paper or your notes app or whatever you use, and write down your top 3 products by dollar spent last month. Estimate how many weeks of each you have on hand. So if any product is sitting at more than 4 weeks, you're overstocked. Next, circle anything that expires in the next 90 days. Those items need action this week. Either move them front and center for use or start a return process now. Finally, estimate your total expired or damaged write-offs for the month. Even $300 a month is $3,600 a year. Money you could be using for equipment upgrades, team bonuses, or marketing. Really quick, and it's on the slide, a recap in your action steps. So we want to reduce low velocity SKUs and standardize brands where possible. Standardize. Set and follow realistic reorder points for every product. Do weekly cycle counts to catch problems early. Price based on margin targets, not old habits. And use vendor relationships to your advantage, not theirs. Implementing even one of these this week will help you see an improvement in cash flow. Implement all 5 and you'll have tighter shelves, healthier margins, and far less waste. If you'd like help setting your cost of goods, your COGS targets, building reorder systems, pricing for profit, and getting your inventory working for you, I'd suggest booking a free profit and cash flow analysis with me. We'll look at your numbers, identify your biggest opportunities, and create a practical step-by-step plan for your practice. You can book at the link on this slide, and I'll also drop it in the comments. If you're not ready to book a call with me, but want to keep on learning, please follow me here and connect on Facebook. And if you'd like the reorder point template I mentioned, comment reorder below and I'll get it to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Inventory management might not be the most glamorous topic, but it's silent profit. It works behind the scenes to strengthen your financial health. Before you go, I want to share an incredible resource designed to elevate your veterinary practice's financial success. I put together a free ebook just for you. It's called 7 Financial Strategies. Inside, you'll discover practical steps to increase profitability, improve cash flow, and make smarter financial decisions for your practice. You can grab your free copy in the comments. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with other veterinarians. If this is something you want to implement in your own practice, don't forget to book your free call. And I'll send you the info you need to help you do it right. Next week, we are going to talk about debt. So the topic is 7 real-time strategies to take control of your debt. I hope you have a great rest of the week and a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Oh. Stop.